I'm so honored to be able to be here today and to speak to you and to celebrate CJ. I'm his principal, and to his family, I just want to say thank you for letting me be in his life. He touched me, and he's touched all of us in a very special way. I'm here to tell you that CJ Harris, he was a pillar to our school. He was a beacon of light everywhere he went. His smile and he was always in full bloom. He was, as a mother, he's everything that I hope my daughter will become one day. Every single day, my goal as an educator, I would love for my students to walk away and be great readers and be successful in their lives. But my ultimate goal as an educator is for my students to be kind, to love one another. My goal is that they become good humans and do good to each other. My job is to teach them, but I'm never quite prepared to realize what they've taught me. And I'm here to tell you today that CJ Harris is leaving behind a very strong legacy. And I want to talk about that legacy today. Whenever we say, be like CJ, that means a lot to me. It's a lot to know that in 14 years, you are leaving behind a very strong legacy. And I'm going to talk about that. When I think of be like CJ, the first thing I think of is how much he loved his family. Anytime you see CJ, you're going to see Ace, you're going to see Dante. He loved his brothers. I hope you know that. He also loved his parents. Let me tell you what, you guys got it right. You are amazing parents. You are so strong, and you have raised such strong young men. You should be very proud, because you raised a young man that had a heart of gold. He was a good friend to all. He was smart. He was athletic. He is everything that we want our students and our children to be. CJ was the best. You gave him the very best life. That young man got to experience life to the fullest. You gave him every opportunity that this world could give him. You prepared him fully. And you should be proud of that. You should be proud of the young man that CJ was. I'm here to tell you, he was a very unique young man. They're not all made like that. But it's no surprise. This young man is who he was because of you and because of all of your family. You have such a strong family, and you've raised strong children, good children, kind, humble children. You're the parents that I hope to be, and you should be proud of the young man that you raised. The thing about CJ is that when you see CJ in the halls, I have a very special perspective, you see. It's because I get to see all angles of a child. I get to see them when they're not in the spotlight. I get to see them with their friends. I get to see them in class. I get to see them on the field, off the field. I see them when they struggle, and I see them when they're having their best moments. And that's a very special thing, so I'm grateful. Thank you for letting me be a part of his life, because he has touched me so deeply. When I think of what it means to be like CJ, and if you ask any of his teachers or coaches, they will tell you When you think of CJ, you think of the word humble. Let me tell you something about this young man, and you know this already. He was a superb athlete, not just at one sport, which is special, but this young man, in every sport, anything and everything he did, he was the best. He was an amazing athlete. He had all the opportunities in the world. And even this 14-year-old young man who was so good, you'd never know it. You would never know it talking to him because he was so humble. And that is such a beautiful thing about CJ. He was kind. When I think of what it means to be like CJ, he was so kind. He never met a stranger. And to be a teenager today, let me tell you, it's hard. Teenagers are not always kind to each other. They're not always good to each other. And I know I'm proud of all of you because you are amazing children. And I want you to remember the kindness that CJ gave everyone. It's your job to also be kind. And when I say be kind, I mean to everyone. Even though he was our star athlete, I want you to know that even after making a great play and being recognized for his athleticism, he would also go to the bench, and he was friends with that guy on the bench, the last number 34 on the bench who never got in the game. CJ was friends to him. CJ was kind. There are students in our halls every day who are not as fortunate as some of the rest of them. CJ was their friend. CJ is the student that I called when I have a new student at school who needs to be shown around. I called CJ. He's the one. He's the one who welcomed our new students because of his huge heart, because he was so kind and so good. When I think of what it means to be like CJ, I reflect on his work ethic. Do you know that Antonio was sharing some things with me the other day about CJ? We were talking and remembering good times and memories that are so special. And he told me that last year for his birthday, the only thing CJ wanted to do was work out. That's what he wanted to do for his birthday. So they worked out together. He was so hardworking in the gym, but also in the classroom. He worked for everything that he had, and again, that's something that is by design. You have instilled that work ethic in him. But I guess the biggest way that I think of CJ, I think of a leader. He was on our school leadership team, and he's what I consider a silent leader, which as a silent leader, he has made such a huge impact. He did not have to force people to follow him. He had this charisma. He glowed. He was like a magnet. People flocked to him. Our students followed him. And he is the very best one. He is a servant leader. CJ always did right. I always knew that I could count on CJ to do what's right all the time. He always did what was right. I think of CJ, I think of the things that he loved. He loved tacos. He loved tacos for life. He loved purple. That's why I'm wearing this today. I think this is what the color he would want me to wear. He loved playing PlayStation. I've been told by his friends that's the only thing he ever lost was a game on the PlayStation. And those are all special, special memories. He loved swimming. He loved his friends. He loved having them with him always. There's a huge void at Ashdown Junior High. He spent 3 very special years with us. And I cherish the memories that I have with him. And even though there is a huge void, I just want you to know that my heart is full because of CJ. My life is better because of CJ. He gave me strength. I'm supposed to be his leader. He led me. When I had a hard day or a hard moment, I could count on that smile. I'd go in the halls and watch the students transition to class, and all I had to do was find CJ. And all of a sudden, I'd see that bright smile, and he made everything okay. I want to take a second, if you don't mind, because he loved his friends so much. If you're a student, a child, if you were one of his teammates, would you stand? Anyone, whether you went to school with him or you played ball with him? I'd like to say something to you. Thank you for being a friend to CJ. Thank you. And remember, you have each other. You are not alone. Hold each other up. Do what CJ would want us to do, is love each other and be good to each other. Thank you for being a good friend to CJ. And we will go on with his legacy, be like CJ. I will strive to be like CJ. He will not be forgotten. He is leaving behind a very strong legacy. He is in my heart, and that's where he will live. And I want to thank you so much. I'm so honored for being here today. I'm honored that I could be a part of his life, and he touched me in a very special way. Thank you.